Okay, let's start here with the color wheel. I want to talk to you about complementary colors. So complementary colors sit across from each other on the color wheel. So we've got purple and yellow, and blue and orange, and red and green. You want to choose a complementary color scheme. I've chosen blue and orange. I'm going to leave the color wheel here for you to look at. Okay, I'm going to show you the colored pencils that I'm using. I've got brown. I have dark blue. Black. Orange, a dark orange, and a yellow orange. White, and then, just give me a second. I've got to pull up my light blue. Where's that light blue? Ah, there it is. Here's light blue. Okay. All right. So if you look at my example, you'll see that I've already gone in. I went in and I kind of marked out where my colors are going to go so that way they alternate. So it should go blue, orange, blue, orange, blue, orange. Okay. And I'm going to start by, I think I'm using the light blue, but really I don't want to use light blue. I want to use my dark blue first. So I'm going to just go in and show you how to kind of mark out your spots. So I'm just going in, and the direction of the lines that I'm using, I'm not using scumbling marks. I'm using lines, back and forth lines. And I want my lines to kind of curve around the curve of these segments. This is important because curving this way will make it look like it's actually curving. And I'm just going to speed things up here because I think you kind of get it after you watch it a few times. So I'm going to go ahead and just keep doing that, alternating the colors. You can also choose another 2 complementary colors. So altogether you would have 4 different colors. For the purposes of this video, I've just stuck with the 2. But what you would do if you chose another pair is like where I'm currently coloring right now, they would be my other colors. So let's say if I chose red and green, I would put red and green here. So complementary colors just kind of like make each other pop. Okay, anyways, back to this. So now I'm going in with my black colored pencil over the dark blue, and I'm just adding some shade. Now, I know y'all like to throw shade, but I'm just adding some shade in here, literally, like shading in the art terms, to darken it up and make it look as if though this part of the segment is receding into the background. So I'm going to do that on both sides. And now I'm going to go back in with my light blue and I'm blending. So I'm using my light blue all the way from the darkest part up to the middle part. And I'm just slowly coloring it in and shading back and forth. So I'm carefully layering up my color. So I'm sure many of you have used colored pencils before, but this is a really good exercise for learning how to kind of properly use colored pencils. You're not just coloring in a big range of, like a big area of a coloring sheet or something. You're really trying to create different effects with the colored pencils. So it's a little bit more sophisticated using these colored pencils. Another thing that I didn't talk about yet is that I am using all Crayola. We have Crayola and like, what is it, Crazart or whatever. So make sure you just use the same brand across all of your colors. Okay, so now for my orange, I'm going to start with just my darkest orange. You're not going to start with black here, and this is very important. If you're using orange or yellow as one of your colors, you will not start with black to shade in the dark areas, okay? I'm going to use brown. I'm going to start by using brown because the brown will blend with the orange to kind of create that dark effect. But if I used black, and I can show you guys in person the one example where I just used black, and it just looks, I mean, it's okay, but it doesn't look that great. The brown really helps to blend in, and so you want to go back and layer with the dark orange again over top of the brown, and then you'll go in and you can use just a little bit of black to push that shading a little bit more in the corners. Okay, so now I'm going back in, layering it up, speed this thing up a little bit. Okay, here we go. All right. So now I've gone in with that black like I was talking about, just in the corner. Okay. And now brown, and then the dark orange, and now the light orange I'm going to go in with in a second here. Okay, it's just sort of this back and forth process. It's not going to be a quick thing, and it shouldn't be a quick thing because you're slowly trying to build up these values.